W-H-I-T-N-E-Y. Who's that girl? It's Whitney Reynolds. Oh, she's got a show. Catch it on the weekends. Every single Saturday, right at noon. On Chicago's NBC 5.2.
Hello and welcome to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and Life on the Edge just got crazy. I'm joined by Ed Swiderski. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is crazy. We're in Marseilles, and we are going to zip line down the canopy. Now, last time when we had Life on the Edge, we did skydiving. It was absolutely fun, but I feel like this is going to be just as thrilling because not only do I have a partner in crime this time, but we are going to be like 10 floors. Like, for you people in Chicago that are trying to relate here, think of like the 10th floor of a high rise. That's how high we're going to be up.
Yeah, I'm not sure about hanging from a cable from 10 stories up, but
well, this wouldn't be your first time hanging from a cable.
No.
In fact, let's talk about where people might know you from. Let's say The Bachelorette, Bachelor Pad, a lot of reality TV going on
Bachelor
here.
I was featured on. Yeah, and I actually did something similar, but this seems a little more crazy than what I did.
Oh, now we're raising the level. Ed just said it's going to get a little crazier on Weekends with Whitney.
I think it is. Living on the edge, right?
Yeah, living on the edge. So last time you did it, you did like ziplining, but it was like between buildings in downtown LA?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit higher, but this is much more extreme because we're moving at, however, 40 miles an hour. Yeah.
We're going to be ripping through Marseilles here in just a minute. Well, let's talk about what you've been up to. Whenever we were thinking about the ultimate person I could partner up with here on the show to do ziplining with, you were the first one that came to mind. For one, you're a Chicago guy that's being featured a ton on TV right now. So what are you most known for, would you say?
Well, I think I'm still most known for being the final contestant of The Bachelorette with Jillian Harris.
And you actually proposed, you were engaged.
That's right, yeah, we were engaged.
And I don't see a ring on that finger.
No, we did not. We didn't, we decided to part ways about a year after we were engaged. We're still very good friends, we're very close. But more recently, I did just complete taping for The Bachelor Pad, too, which is also an ABC show.
So you just loving it and living it. But in Chicago, you do a lot as well. You actually have a new book coming out. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so my company does digital media and digital strategy for marketing and for large corporations. So we actually just finished a book on social media. It's called Pinterest for Business, and it's a Pearson globally published printed book.
Pinterest for Business.
Pinterest for Business, yeah.
I'm sure all the little ladies and men at home are writing this down because I know a lot of people that love Pinterest. It's kind of the new thing.
Well, I think that, historically the thing's only, the network's only a year old, but it started out as being kind of a craft and a DIY website for people to learn how to do crafts. Now, businesses are embracing it to increase their sales and marketing exposure and to go more, I guess, viral in certain ways.
Maybe you should do one like Pinterest, how to date. And you'd be good at that one. Yeah.
I'm not quite an expert on it yet, but it's so new that, we're kind of becoming experts on the fly with it.
Oh, I love it. So this book, when does it come out?
It's being printed right now, and you'll be able to buy it off the shelves in a couple of weeks.
That is exciting.
Barnes & Noble, Amazon. We'll have a Kindle edition too.
So you just been moving and shaking ever since. I would say almost like The Bachelorette kind of. Well, you were already working way before then. And if people remember the show, you actually had to leave the show to go back to work. So you've always been a worker. But your last 3 years, I would say, have been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, prior to the show, I've always been a career guy, but the media kind of took it to a new level, and I just haven't stopped. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm still a career guy, but I still like to do kind of media-related stuff and have fun with it.
What's some of your favorite things to do in Chicago?
Favorite things to do are top of my list are definitely just enjoying the nightlife and restaurants, and a lot of the museums in Chicago are incredible. I mean, I grew up in Michigan, and we didn't have anything like that.
So you love everything about Chicago?
I do. I was considering moving away, and I just realized that all my best friends are here, and
your favorite talk shows here.
Favorite talk shows here, and Weekends with Whitney, and I just really enjoy it here, and I don't think I'll ever leave.
Oh, I love that. Now on the Bachelor Pad, you had to pick a partner, and you had to do a lot of challenges together. And I'm not saying, because I haven't watched that many of the episodes or whatnot, but I have to say today you have the ultimate partner. We are going to do ziplining like no one's seen it before.
That's right.
I'm so excited. We are here at Zip Chicago, and we are just getting started, folks. Coming up next, we're going to learn the safety features before we take the leap of faith here, Ed.
Oh boy.
We'll be right back.
If you need a break from your long day and hectic life, I have the perfect match for you. Urban Oasis Massage Spa, voted one of Chicago's top spa massage destinations. Urban Oasis has 2 locations to serve Chicagoland. Whether it's a relaxing massage or massage wellness for your therapeutic or prenatal needs, Urban Oasis is truly your urban escape. With convenient locations at North and Sheffield and Lincoln Park and a fabulous Maple Street location, visit www.urbanoasismassage.com for the latest deals and promotions. Tell them Whitney sent you.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds. We are here at Zip Chicago. We came in our Zip car. It's just been an awesome day, out in the weather, out in the elements, and we are about to zip, Ed.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Ed Swiderski and also Clay Spees. Now, you are going to teach us exactly how to do this properly.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of dangers that come involved with this. Anytime we do Life on the Edge series, it's something that is going to get the heart going, but at the end of the day, we still want to be safe.
I don't need any safety rules. I'm just going to jump out there and do it on my own.
Of course, this is typical Ed right here. I know, no, I'm just kidding. We are going to be safe partners today. So let's talk about Zip Chicago. You do all the kind of training. How long normally does it take to train people to go down? How high are we right now?
Well, when you start off on this first platform, you're going to be about 35, 40 feet up in the air, landing in your first tree.
His
about
knees are
45
shaking
feet.
just thinking about that.
Yeah, it does. It gets people, butterflies a little bit.
So I'm obviously going to have to kick off the wedges and put on normal shoes.
Yes.
So whenever we do it, we actually get harnessed in.
Yes.
I'm going to nominate Ed to be our model here with the harness.
All
So
right.
let's show how it works.
Okay, well, this is my colleague, Christy here.
Welcome.
All right.
We got a harness, and I'm going to put one on as well, just to kind of show you how we do this.
All right.
So you have the big waist loop here with 2 leg loops. You're going to go ahead and step through and put one leg through.
Okay.
And then the other one just like that without getting any twists.
Now Ed is used to the short shorts. We know him for his little
Yes.
green swimsuit shorts normally.
That's right. This is a no-brainer for me.
All right, so there's no twist in the harness. That looks good. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take this waist strap here and you're gonna pull that.
And this
you
is
wanna
what's
snug
keeping
this
us
up.
safe.
Right.
This is what's like
You're gonna
holding
hang
us
from
in.
this, yes.
This
Ed,
is
we're
what
gonna
keeps us
hang
from dying.
from this.
Right.
Looking good.
Okay, get that nice and snug.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go ahead and take your leg loops and cinch those down just a little bit.
Aren't you glad they're modeling for us? Yeah. But I will be in one of these in just a few minutes. So this is actually the harness, and then what goes from here? Like
From
once you
here?
have this on.
Once we have this on and everything looks good, then I'm gonna grab a hold of these yellow lanyards. And everybody gets one of these.
All right.
So I want you to hold it just like this.
Okay.
You're gonna go take this loop right here and go down through your blue loop here and just pull it up to the stitching.
Okay.
And you're gonna take these 2 things we call carabiners,
Yes.
and those are gonna go through that yellow loop.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Now you normally wouldn't let your people do this themselves.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
It's
wow,
all
here we
hands-on.
go.
This is the most hands-on part of it right here. They
This
get
is
to play with
hands-on,
this
so I
stuff.
really should be taking notes right now because I'm going to
Probably
be doing
should,
this.
yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah, you may want to be listening.
Okay, go ahead and pull everything through, make that nice and tight. So that's a half hitch knot. That's gonna keep you secure.
This one? All right.
And you're gonna hang from these yellow lanyards. So
Wow, and this is actually what's going to be connected. So we could hook him in right here and he could jump from this cliff if it was a safe zip.
right, if we were on
What
the
kind of
cable.
rating for weight are these?
Okay, your harness and lanyards is rated for 5,000 pounds each.
Oh.
I think you're
Well,
okay.
I should be all right then.
It's pretty
All right.
bomber. I
I'm
could
not
zip a
gonna wait to
full-size
eat
pickup truck across
lunch.
on all this gear and it would be fine.
What is the wildest thing you've ever done here at Zip Chicago?
The wildest thing?
Yeah, from the Zip course.
Well, we just started night tours. So we zip in darkness.
Wow. What?
That's pretty
Zip
wild.
in darkness.
You get,
Really?
you get
It
a
also
glow
sounds
stick on
kinda
your front
romantic.
and on your back, and so we can see
Can you
which way
see
you're coming in.
anything?
Not at the end. It's pretty dark out.
Really?
Yes.
That would
Cool.
be kind of that would be crazy because
Yeah.
whenever you're zipping through darkness, but you would know. Now, has anyone ever been hit by any kind of like bird as they're zipping?
I almost had a
Giraffes.
squirrel drop out of a tree and land on me at one time when I was out on the deck.
Wow.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of people think whenever they think about ziplining and stuff, they sometimes think about like Jamaica, like all these excursions that are way far away. But
Exotic.
it's right outside of Chicago.
Yeah, we can do it anywhere. We can
How-
set up a course on
How long
completely
has this
flat
course
ground.
been here?
We just opened on Valentine's Day this year.
This
February.
year, so we are
Brand
kicking
new.
things off. And then how
Yeah.
many people run through here on an average Saturday?
On an average Saturday when we're running good, we'll run about 200 people through here.
That is incredible. And then zipping in the winter, does that happen?
Yes, we're gonna try and do this all winter long. Hopefully we get some snow this year.
We
It's
will have
very
to
beautiful
come back.
in the
Oh
winter
yeah,
time.
that would be awesome.
Do
Yes.
like almost like ice skating just through the air. That's wonderful. So what was the reason that you guys started here in Marcel's?
Well, we're based out of the corporate company that builds these courses based out of Rockford. We wanted something close to our home base in Rockford, which it is, and we're always looking to target huge markets of people, you know,
Which you can
with
do
big
totally.
populations, and we're hitting Chicago.
That is great.
Not to mention all the other cities, you know, that are close by. We're in a real nice central location here.
Yeah.
And we get
the Midwest, baby, is the
That's
best
right.
place to be.
Yes.
And so the Rockford company actually is nationwide. Even, did you say even
Yes.
in Canada?
in Canada.
So it's all around. So to
Korea
have it
even.
right
We've
here.
done work in Korea. Even.
Woo!
Yes.
So you've done work all over, but since you are based in Rockford, you wanted a local component to
Right.
it. So I think that's great. So where can people find out more about Zip Chicago?
We have a website, www.zipchicago.com.
Zipchicago.com. They can
Yes.
also. I know, I would have because we are here
Facebook,
today.
we're on Facebook.
Facebook under
Yes,
Zip
check us
Chicago.
out. Yep,
We'll
we're
have
always
to-
running specials on there.
Running specials. Well, we will have to post our little fancy mugs up there.
Yeah.
Ed, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Guys, next time you see us, we'll be shaking our little knees on the platform. We'll be right back.
This portion of Weekends with Whitney is brought to you by W3's parking provider, Millennium Garages. For the most convenient and affordable parking right in the heart of Chicago, visit www.millenniumgarages.com for a list of special events and parking offers and to find the Millennium Garage closest to your destination. Whether you are downtown enjoying the air and water show or taking advantage of a summer staycation, you have found the spot. Millennium Garages. Park here, go anywhere. Going up in the helicopter, jumping out and going skydiving, and also ziplining all brought me to the moment where my knees started knocking. And I felt like I am really high up in the air. And why do I keep doing this? Definitely a Bridget Jones type feeling, getting it all on camera. My fear of heights sometimes kicks in whenever I get to a certain point and I look down. Whenever I see people that should be normal size and they look like little ants, that's when my stomach gets weak. Overcoming my fear of heights, I think, is a work in progress. I think it's going to be a couple more Life on the Edge series until I completely can look fear right in the eye and say, bring it on. Gearing up kind of scared me in the fact of it was really tight around my body, and that the second I let go of land, I was relying on the gear around me to keep me supported.
Feeling okay. A little nervous. It's really high up. Can you see how high it is?
Taking that leap was really scary because you're relying on the steel to keep you up, supported, and trusting that you're not going to crash down. You're really relying on a very little piece of wire. Sometimes you have to step out and take that jump, get out of your comfort zone, and just zippity-doo-dah to the next location. Seeing my crew below, I was hoping the whole time that they would keep filming and cheering me on, because if I happened to fall on them, that would mean it didn't work.
So high.
Zipping through the trees was almost a George of the Jungle experience. I felt like I was getting ready to do my honk call as I was zipping from one end to another. The sound that the zip makes when you're going made it real. Like hearing it go and pick up and sound meant I was going faster. And my whole goal was to achieve the fastest, loudest sound possible because I wanted to hit the 50 miles an hour that they said I was possible.
Nice landing.
Did you feel like
awesome.
a bird?
Yeah. Wow.
I was flapping my arms for a second.
You're going backward.
I know, I did that. I leaned back. I think I was upside down on accident. You were? Did you see me upside down?
Boy, that was an exciting moment. I feel like I have just conquered the world. I would definitely zip again. In fact, I would zip every weekend if I could, because it really does give you that fun feeling, and it kind of brings you back to nature when you're zipping through the trees. I would recommend it to anybody that's looking for a fun, medium, high-risk adventure. It wasn't as scary as jumping out of a plane. However, I did get that exhilarating feeling as I was going from tree to tree. Heard it and you saw it. We were yee-hawing the whole way through. Coming up next, we'll talk with Ed, and you'll find out what was going in my head the whole time we were zipping. We'll be right back. This portion of Weekends with Whitney is brought to you by Zipcar. Go anywhere with Zip today.
Yes, thank you.
We just did it, guys. You just watch us zip. We were 10 stories high.
40 miles an hour.
40 miles an hour, Ed. I mean, I was taking it all in, but at the same time, I was like, take it all in, but keep your mouth shut so bugs don't go in the mouth. I mean, we were going so fast through the trees.
I didn't know anything like this even existed in Chicago, but
I know, it's like right
taking the
outside.
elevator up 10 stories, but never one of these.
Exactly. You know, that was life on the edge. We wanted to do things that were nearby that people could experience in the city. And here at Zip Chicago, we've done just that today. You know, I think one of the scariest moments for me was whenever we were zipping, but we had to take that first leap.
Stepping off the bridge.
Yeah, and just going and trusting little cables. I mean,
Yeah.
before today, I would say I probably wouldn't have just like known this was here, nor trusted a little bitty cable. What about you? Whenever you've done it before, but was it as exhilarating as this?
Well, it was different. You know, I did it off of a skyscraper, basically, but it wasn't as intense as this, you know, because you're speeding through and you're in the canopy, and entirely different experience. This is much crazier.
I have to say, though, even though I was completely like scared to death during the midst of it, looking at your little mug on the way down, like you looked so confident.
Yeah, I try to be brave, but inside I was a little nervous.
I'm telling you, the ultimate partner right here.
Yeah.
So once again,
Well,
yeah. So once again, you're Chicago-based. Where can people find out more about you if they want to follow your journey?
Best place is my website. It's my personal website, swiderski.info, and you can find my company there, my media company, and you can also find my book there.
I'm excited about the Pinterest book. What's it called again?
Pinterest for Business, yeah.
Pinterest for Business. Yep. I'm excited about that. And then, of course, guys, for more on ways that you can zip line and experience these same adventures that we've been doing here on Weekends with Whitney, you can always go to the fan page and tell us the wildest thing that you've done around the area, and maybe we'll just send you out here to Zip Chicago. Now I think it's time for us to zip home in our Zip car. A special thanks for Zipcar for sending us out here today. Ed, any last minute things?
No, but thank you, Zipcar and Zip Chicago. This was an awesome day.
It was, and Ed, thank you so much for being my partner. Girls, I don't think I'm gonna let him go. Watch out. Okay, we'll see you right back here next weekend.